Hello, hello. We're back. I'm going to give a couple minutes to see if we can get another viewer, and I want to ask you to please let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please let me know. I'm also going to do a sound check myself. I had almost finished my presentation before I realized that people could not hear me. Okay, it looks like I have sound this time. So welcome to hollytreeenglish.com. My name is Holly, or Teacher Holly, and I want to welcome you to this presentation for the second try. This is for you to know the key to staying motivated or becoming remotivated to learn English. I will also be making a special offer about a new course. And if you don't know me, my name is Holly, or Teacher Holly, whichever you want to call me. And I am very excited to welcome you. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So, learning English takes a long time. A really long time for a lot of people. And when you have a skill that takes a long time, it's really important to stay motivated or get motivation back when you have lost your motivation. So what can you do? What can you do to get your motivation back, or or to stay motivated? What is the key to this problem? The most important thing for learning English, the most important thing for being motivated. I'm a little distracted. I apologize. Okay. The most important thing for learning English and keeping yourself motivated to do it is to understand why you're learning English. And when I talk about understanding why, I'm talking about very specific reasons why. Many students tell me they're learning English so they can get a better job, they want to live abroad. These are very good reasons to learn English. And there is nothing wrong with them. But they are very general. This is the problem. They're very general. And general reasons are easily forgotten, or life can take over and you easily lose the motivation. For example, if you want to learn English to get a better job, it's possible that you will get a better job where you don't need English. And then if a better job is your motivation, now you've lost your motivation if you have this better job. So you get stuck with the problem of having lost of losing your motivation. So when you want to talk about why you're learning English and think about it, you need reasons and ideas and memories that are very specific. And I have created something that will help you do this. It is called the why list. The why list is a list of specific memories that help you to remember why you're learning English, and specific present and future reasons that help you to remember why you are really learning English. Session 2 of my new course, which is called English Unstuck, can be used to help you make this list and think about these reasons. During session 2, I work with you for 1 hour to help you create your why list. And then I give you as homework a worksheet that you can finish so that you can complete your why list. I also discuss with you ways that you can use your why list to benefit you and to keep your motivation. But what is this why list about? And how do we make it? There are 2 ways to make a why list. You can just write a series of reasons, just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it's difficult to really think about these things. So my worksheet has a list of question categories and specific questions that will help you to think about why you are learning English and to be specific. I am studying German, so to help you understand a little more about creating this why list, I am going to show you a basic beginning demo of how I have started creating a German why list. Okay, so I'm going to screen share my demo German why list. And we have question categories. These are basic question words that most students of English know unless they are very beginners. And I am only showing 2 of these categories here and only some of the specific questions that I ask. So we have our first category, which is, and for my why list, it says, who will be happy or pleased if you learn German? And for you, the worksheet would say, who will be happy or pleased if you learn English? My teacher, Mr. D, will be happy for me to become fluent in my native language. I am not sharing an exact name, but you will write an exact name on your why list. Mr. D was my high school German teacher, and I know that he would be thrilled, extremely happy if I learned German. My father, Jay, will be excited if I can fluently speak German. I have to tell you, my father will be happy if I can speak any language besides English fluently. I live in an area where Spanish is very common, so it would also be good, and he would be very excited if I could speak fluent Spanish as well. But my father likes it that I have the ability to learn and speak languages. So becoming fluent in German would be great. And another example question I have here is, who do you want to help or benefit by learning German? This is for me. For you, it will be English. I will be able to help students like M and J by explaining differences between English and German. So if I know German fluently, I will be able to help these students and other students understand more about the differences in English and German. And this will help their learning process. This will benefit or do good things for them. This will help them. And for you, maybe you want to help your family by learning English, maybe by getting a better job in your country. And so on your why list, you will write your city. I want to help my family by getting a better job in Cairo or Madrid, somewhere. And this will be very important for you. But the key is that you need to be specific. This is the most important thing about a why list. It's that you need to be specific. Now, I want to explain that you can also use questions like this to help you think of memories. For example, who was happy when I started learning English? Was it your wife? Was it your kids? Was it your boss? Was your boss happy? Will he be more happy when you continue learning English, when you get better? Because this why list isn't only about being fluent and what will and how it will help you when you become fluent, but also when you get better. So, for example, when you go from pre-intermediate to intermediate, who's going to be happy? Who will it benefit? And now we have the second category of questions, the what. What do you want to do with your German? Or in your case, English. Be specific. What specific things do you want to do? So in this case, you don't just say, I want to travel. You want to say, I want to travel to Orlando, Florida. I want to travel to London, England, to see the Tower of London, for example. These are just examples. I want to be able to visit with or talk to local people if I visit Munich, because not everyone in Munich speaks English. And I want to be able to really talk with them in their native language. I want to be able to talk with German-speaking tourists if I go to places like Disneyland or Disney World or other theme parks, other touristy places. German-speaking tourists visit there, and I want to be able to talk with them. Do you have a lot of tourists where you live? Do you want to be able to talk with them in English? Maybe you do. Maybe you have a job where you are helping tourists and you can think of specific names, or you can mention your workplace. I want to be able to talk with tourists who come to visit Disneyland Europe, for example, and you want to do this with English. I want to talk with tourists who visit Kiev in Ukraine, or who visit the pyramids in Egypt. These are just examples. Again, the key, be specific. What do you want to happen? So this is about the future. What do you want to happen? What are specific events that you want to happen? Because these need to be events that will create positive feelings for you. I want to get more students from Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. I want to get more students from many, many countries, but these are specifically countries that apply to speaking German. So are you a teacher? Do you want more English speaking students? Maybe you are a math teacher, an online math teacher, or a math teacher at a college where you have English speaking students. Maybe you want to get more English clients, English speaking clients for your web design business, for example. So many things you can say there. I want to travel. I want to see Universal Studios Hollywood and understand the tour guide, for example. This could be an example for you. These are specific whats. What do you want to do? What do you want to happen? What events do you want to happen to you? What things do you want to happen to you? I want to get promoted at, and you can name your company, for example. Or you can, there can be a past question. What happened? What are some things that have happened when you have spoken English? Or in my case, German. Have you been able to help your boss, for example? Maybe so. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and say a couple more things. So I have been saying that the most important thing about the why list is to be specific. The second most important thing is that it must be where you can see it. Absolutely must be where you can see it and use it, and even add to it. So you can put things in your reminders app on your smartphone, items from your why list, and set times for them to remind you why you are learning English. Maybe you have a specific study time and you want a reminder to go off at each study time, giving you one of your why reasons. Maybe you can use your calendar app for that. You can attach a printout or a handwritten copy of your why list to the wall at your office. So many ways. In session 2 of my English Unstuck course, I will help you to discover some of these things. The thing that I want you to remember from this presentation is that general reasons for why you're learning English are good, and they apply to many people. But when the why becomes real to you, memories that you can access or visualize, events and dreams that you can visualize, it becomes more powerful. So, creating a why list will be powerful for your English journey. So I told you that I was going to make a special offer and special announcement. I have mentioned my English Unstuck course, and I want to explain a little about the course. You know about session 2. Session 1, from that I talked about more in my presentation from yesterday, is about discovering the things that are stopping you. Lack of motivation is one of them, but there are also things like fear and frustration, things that are stopping you from learning English, and we will problem solve together about how you can overcome these things and get these roadblocks, these barriers, these walls out of your way. I can't do it for you, but I can help you figure out how to do it for yourself. Session 2 is about the why list. Session 3 is about setting goals. So now you have fewer roadblocks, or maybe no roadblocks, no barriers. You have motivation, and you need to set some specific goals to help you make progress. Session 4 is about learning more, understanding your learning style, because there are so many ways to learn and study English. And it will be very important for you to understand methods and things that will work for you. I will talk more about this during my presentation tomorrow. But this started yesterday. It's going through today and going through until 7:30 GMT on Saturday, December 17th. So until Saturday, December 17th, 11:30, I'm sorry, 7:30 GMT. It's 11:30. I'm thinking of my time. The course is selling for $45. Again, that's 45 US dollars. On Saturday at 7:30 GMT, the course price will go up to $55. Again, that's 55 US dollars. So you can get this lower price now if you buy before 7:30 p.m. GMT on Saturday, December 17th. I hope this presentation has been useful for you and that it has helped you understand a little more about keeping yourself motivated by knowing the most important part of staying motivated. And I want you to please feel free to visit the course page that tells you more about the course on my website, hollytree.com.